Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am here with another Poshmark video, one of which I wish I would have discovered when I started.
Tell me how to be closer to ya. Tell me how, and I'll do it, babe. Cause I just wanna make you feel what I do about you.
Hi, if you're new to the channel, I am Love. If you guys are not or new to the channel, let me just say this. You're in for a very real conversation every time I start talking. Period, point blank, exclamation point. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. I am taking you on a Poshmark journey with me as I've decided to take it very, very, very seriously. I played with it for a few years. I was kind of in 2018 on it a little bit, off of it, most of it. It just wasn't what I didn't have a strategy. It just didn't fit well with what I was doing until I figured out it was, and I just hadn't figured that part out yet. So I thought I would give you my top. Now let me see how much I made, because I did a whole list in my phone. So I did 13. So my 13 things that you need to know before you start Poshmark, before you put your first listing down, there are some things you need to get through in your head, in your heart, and in your feet. And I say that because there is a lot of footwork involved in this, so it's not as easy as some claim it to be. I hate when I see those video titles, how to make $1,000 per month doing this. First of all, there's a lot of work, and it takes a lot to get to $1,000. Like, no one ever says, hey, I did this title so you can link, so that you can jump on my video and see it, and then tell me that $1,000 means that I probably need to have $6,000 worth of stuff in Poshmark, and I need to constantly be building inventory. So there is a whole game plan to that, and I wish that they would be very, very, very real in saying that. So let's get comfortable. I'm going to talk a lot, so I'm going to have my Starbucks cup that I keep my water in, and I'm going to have my phone, and we're just going to have a little bit of a chat. My first haul video up, so I'll link that in the description box below. And so there's a lot of bullshit videos out there, and I kind of siphoned through a lot of bullshit videos and found some very real videos and really just kind of pulled my list together. Like, I wish another boss chick had told me this before I started, and then I would have a better game plan. So I feel like we don't do that enough. So I'm going to give you the 13 things you need to know to be a boss bitch on Poshmark. That's probably what I'm going to name this video. If you don't know anything about me, again, I started Poshmark in 2014, and I played with it for 4 years. Like, I think 1 year I didn't list anything at all. I've been on since 2014, and this is really, 2019 is really my journey. So we're going to mark this realistically year one, but I've made a few $100s in Poshmark. Nothing to brag about. I said it in my other video, so you just have to watch that to get that whole long story. So number one is visually plan what your store will look like. So you can even do a mood board. I would literally pull trends and things and figure out, do I want to be a casual store? Do I want to be a street style store? I have a street style store. I have an online boutique, www.amorechic.com, and I'm very street style. I've come to it. I have two sides of me. I'm very street style, or I'm very street casual, meaning that I love a street look and a casual vibe, like a hoodie sweatshirt dress that has like patches and glitter and like all of that. That's a good idea. I might have to make that happen. You know, I do individual things in my store. You got to check out amorechic.com, my own plug. Thank you very much. But so it's usually either that. So it's either completely street style, street chic, street style, street casual. Like, those are my three categories. So I had to figure out what I wanted my store to look like, because I was all over the place. I just started listing things from my closet, and it was just a mess. So if you're going to take it seriously, do a visual plan, either in your phone. Do it in your phone. If you want to, just do it in your phone, in your note section, or like create a vision board and stick to like what you want to sell, the type of things that you want to sell. Do you want to be high end? Do you want to be low end? Do you want to be in the middle? Like, what is it? So for me, I'm not sticking to brands. I'm literally sticking to a certain style. If you want to be casual and you just want to do athletic wear or yoga wear or workout wear, then do it that. But just have a visual plan. Number two, start following people from closets so that you stay motivated. Somebody else building up and selling bad shit will make you do the same thing. That is it. I'm not even going to elaborate on it. That's it. So you'll just start finding people based off of like things like, let's say it's a brand that you love. follow the brand, and then the brand will lead you to the closets, and then the closets turn into the several people. You'll start finding good closets. It's not hard to find people to follow on Poshmark. And and you can also follow through like Facebook and Instagram as far as people who have like really good closets. You'll figure it out. I promise. It's not that difficult at all. Number 3 is figure out your background and flat lay before you start listing. Go on Instagram, look up fashion flat lays, look up flat lay, look at street style flat lay, look up flat lay, so that you, I don't know if I said that right. Did my tongue tie and I didn't say that right? Make sure that you know flat lays and how you want your stuff to look. I don't care if it's a wood floor and you're trying to keep your area clean, you're using a rug, a lamp, what is it, like a plant, something like that. Figure out what you want it to look like. If you're gonna buy a background, like you can buy backgrounds on Amazon, you can buy backgrounds, you can use glitter paper from Walmart. Like you can buy backgrounds from Target. Like there's all kinds of places to get background. You can find tissue, you can find roll of paper, you can find paper rolls at Burlington Coat Factory. So don't spend a lot of money, just figure out what your theme is going to be and stick to it. Number 4, go outsourcing before you start buying, so that you can build a list in your head of places that you're going to start, because inventory changes on a daily basis. And sometimes it's going to feel like you keep going through the same racks over again, but they always put stuff in the clearance aisle. They always put stuff everywhere. So inventory changes on a daily basis. Start sourcing when you figure out what it looks like visually and what kind of items you want to purchase or resell. Make sure that you go outsourcing. All the Goodwills, which ones are the best? Every Goodwill is not the same. My first week, I went to 4 Goodwills, and I probably like to, but I'm probably going to keep those 4 on my list. So make sure you go outsourcing so that you stay in the know. And then sometimes you keep a list of things that you want to go back and go and pick up. So I keep a list. Build your shipping process around your branding. So when I say build your shipping process, I mean if you're going to use poly mailers, get poly mailers that go along with what type of branding you want to do. So really search on Amazon or Etsy for poly mailers that kind of fit with your brand, and think about the little things, your thank you cards or anything that you want to share about the brand. Make sure you keep that consistently so that you have all of that stuff when you ship. And so it starts to build the brand. Start to build your brand from beginning, and so you don't have to go back and hit revamp like I'm doing right now. So don't do it. Take it seriously the first time. But again, I never even thought to look up videos like this, and I'm not sure that. Number 6, figure out what platforms you want to share your listings on. So do you want to share it on Facebook? Do you want to share it on Snapchat? Do you want to share it on Instagram? Like, figure out where you want to share it. Do you want to share it on Twitter? Like, where is your audience and where will they come from outside of the Poshmark community? Because you're gonna reach people all the time from Poshmark, coming from different places. Just figure out when you join, it'll be, oh, your friend from blah 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 is, you know, your friend from Facebook is on Poshmark. Why don't you follow them? Like, it happens organically. Just make it happen inorganically with a plan. Number 7, get to know Poshmark on YouTube. If you query search Poshmark, all kinds of listings will come up, and you'll get to know people through that community and learn some things, some tips and tricks and stuff just like this if you just put in Poshmark on YouTube. So it was a great starting place for me, but I had to filter through a lot of shit to get some good information, which is what I'm giving you. So do the same thing, but get to know your faves on there. Plus, people do listings, so get to know what kind of things are selling, and it'll help you build your inventory. 8, get a lighting kit so that your pictures are flawless. There are $53, $60 lighting kits on Amazon. I'm going to put a couple of lighting kits down, anywhere from $50 to $100. If you have to start out with umbrella lights, which is my backup, which is what I'm using right now, get a lighting kit. There's no way around it. It's very hard to have perfect light in your house unless you live in a big open airy space. Which most of us don't. And if you're in a room or in a basement and you're doing this business and you're using a corner of a room that has no light, just get a lighting kit. It's just going to save you a whole lot of drama. Just get a lighting kit. Number 9, set a budget around how much you want to invest in a week or a month. Set a monthly budget. I'm doing it weekly. Like, once you hit it, then it allows you to say, okay, I'm going to list $100 a week, and no matter what, this is what I hope to gain from it. Figure out how much you can spend, what your plan is going to be for the month. If it's just a month, then it's just a month. Break it down. If you have a monthly allowance of, let's say, $200, then break it down. Spend $50 a week, and that's all you have. Get as many items as you can posh for $50 every week. That's just what you're going to have to do, and it's okay. All of us have to start somewhere. So if $50 is where you can start with $50. If $20 is where you can start, and you can only list 2 items a week or 4 items a week, then do that. Start off with Goodwill. Find 4 items a week and post one every day. If you can get away with 5, get away with 5. Goodwill has that color thing, so every week there's a new color. If you can find 5 things, 2 of which you can get half off, you can come up with 6 things. That'll give you 6 days of posting for $25. Just post and repost, which is one of my things. Number 10, record for YouTube and IG or Snap. Do video. That's it. No muss, no fuss. It doesn't have to be perfect. Do video. People like videos, and people like to see things in person before they purchase. It gives them a way to come into you and your business savvy and what you say and how you present things and how you describe things, how you can wear it, blah, 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 blah. Do video. That is a 2019 must. Do video. Number 11, be prepared to share several times a day. Figure out how many times a day you're going to share and stick to a plan. That's it. That's it. Whatever time you think people are up or perusing it, have a plan. Poshmark does what, 3 or 4 parties a day? I think they do 4 parties a day. Share. I'm not saying share throughout the parties. I know it works for some people. It doesn't work for other people. But share. Okay? Several times a day. 12. Know how much you want to price items by doing your research. So on your brands. So I will do research on my phone while I'm there, and just to get a scope of what things are. Things that are new with tags are easier to research because you can put in that information on the tag and get it and put it into just a regular Google search. You can also do brands, and you also can use the search button in Poshmark, which I didn't know anything about. Like, I did not know how to do that in Poshmark. So there's a whole other video I'm going to do on like things you need, supplies, and the basics. That's a whole separate video. But do your research so that you know how much you can get back for your money. If it's previously listed on Poshmark, you want to see the range of things, whether or not it was new with tags, whether or not it was old, whether or not it was worn several times, whatever. You want to do the research, and you want to set up a pricing strategy that works for you. If you want to get 2 times your money, if you want to get 3 times your money, if you want to get 4 times your money, it should be a pricing strategy. Even for the week, you might list 3 high-end products and 10 medium-end products. And then, 2 great finds. Like, know what your pricing strategy is for the week and stick to it. It's really important. And last but not least, number 13, get shipping supplies before you list anything. Now, if you've got Amazon Prime, then things come in 2 days. But what you don't want to have happen is you start listing things and then you start selling and you can't ship anything out, or you're just left to USPS supplies to ship things out. That is an absolute no-no. That is a branding no-no. That is like you're not paying attention to your business. So get those shipping supplies before you list anything, or at least have them on the way, knowing when they're going to get delivered. And I say that because you don't want to waste any more than 2 to 3 days shipping a product. If someone orders, try to ship it within 24 hours. 48 is the least. Like, there have been times that I've missed a sale, or not missed it. There have been times that a sale has been sitting in my inbox because my mail for that wasn't connected to my phone, and I just never checked my Poshmark app because I was being lazy and wasn't taking it serious. But it happens. And so things, I might have had 3 or 4 day delivery, which is crazy. You want your shit in 2 to 3 days, so does the rest of the world. So you got to know when to ship, and just kind of figure out your shipping strategy. I go to the post office before I go to my full-time job every day. It opens up, and I'm usually the first one there when I have to ship. And I hit the light switch. And just like that, we are done. So those are my 13 tips for getting started on Poshmark for 2019, for just killing it, starting out on the right foot. I feel like there's just a lot of information and fluff on this YouTube superhighway on Poshmark and the blog posts and all of that. And I wanted to give a real in-depth information that I figured out in the last 2 weeks as I am restarting this journey on Poshmark, and I thought I would take you with me. So if you have any other suggestions or comments, please leave them in the comment box below. Leave me your Poshmark name so I can find you on Poshmark. Make sure you go into my closet and follow me. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Tell me how and I'll do it, babe. 'Cause I just wanna make you feel what I do about you. So just tell me how and I'll do it, babe. I love it when you whisper in my ear words only meant for me to hear. Promise that your secrets.
I don't know why I keep doing this. Like I'm 5. Cheese. Anyway, guys, it's been fun. It's been real. And thank you so much for listening and talking with your girl today. Yeah, turn on the notifications so you know when I drop the next Poshmark video, because it's coming soon. Bye, guys.